Still a problem for Rangers. McLaren attacking the ball in the air. The referee waves play on with Laudrup in possession. Rangers so dangerous on the counter-attack like this. Laudrup has been forced back though. Here's Cleland with Robertson outside him. Now Jury down for Cleland. Good build-up play again from Rangers. Eric Cleland denied there, but another very good attempt on goal.
Good ball in by David Robertson. Gordon Jury just lays the ball off with his chest, and a good recovery there. Gary Mackay just lunges and puts Alex Cleland off enough for him to put that shot well wide. But we're having a bit of a hold-up now. Craig Levine's down injured. The referee, the crowd are quite disturbed, but the referee didn't call the trainers on or call a halt to that play quite earlier.
Well, Levine was the victim of that very strong challenge made inside the area by Alan McLaren, which upset the Hearts supporters. Tommy McLean there, you wouldn't know from the look on his face, but he certainly has every reason to be pleased with his team so far.
I think that's him giving a happy look, really. One of Tommy's happy looks. I want to see him when he's really angry.
Earnest discussion there with Stuart Dougal, who's the fourth official. Clearly not happy with that decision, I think, when Alan McLaren seemed to charge recklessly for the ball in the air, inflicted that damage on Craig Levine. Tommy McLean clearly feels that Hearts could have been treated better.
Yeah, the ball just goes up in the air here, and Alan McLaren makes his mind up early, which is watching the flight of the ball, gets up early, attacks the ball, just makes a slight contact there, and unfortunately Craig Levine's right underneath him.
So it's Craig Moore now for Rangers on the far side. Jury makes the run, matched by Levine. Did well to find John Miller with that clearance. Richard Goff wants to take the throw quickly. Corner kick's given. Colin Miller's challenging Trevor Stephen. An opportunity here for Rangers. And Laudrup will take the kick. Craig Moore has gone into the penalty area. So has Goff, so has McLaren. They pose a threat all right in the air. No one got a touch there. It's gone behind for the goal kick. A very interesting corner kick that from Laudrup, right-footed. Keeping that right in on top of the 6-yard box.
I'm not too sure if he slipped. There's a very muddy patch on that far side, about a 10-yard strip all the way along the side of the pitch. He probably slipped in the mud there. It's a uncharacteristic corner from Brian Laudrup.
Headed on by Robertson. There's Bett looking for Robertson. Pass back from Robertson, finds Maxwell safely. There's McCall, he's given that straight to Bett. The Hearts supporters in good voice now. Hamilton's pass finds Frail. Played in early enough, helped on its way by Robertson. Very awkward ball that for Hagan. He tried to find John Miller inside the penalty box. Not at all easy. Maxwell relieved to see that come his way.
Yeah, we talked about Stephen Frail's crossing here. He gets one touch, looks up, delivers a great ball into the box. Good flick on there, little John Robertson under the far post. I think David Hagan just trying to put the ball back into John Miller. Unfortunately found the hands of Ali Maxwell.
Colin Miller had to hurry there and asked a lot of Craig Nelson with Laudrup closing in. Clarence header, there's David Robertson. Too high for Frail, there's Cleland. Levine standing up well there. Kept the ball in play for Frail. Good confident defending again from Hearts. Mackay's pass. McCall hustling in to win possession back for Rangers. Delightful play from Laudrup. There's Stephen. Now Jury. A wonderful chance for Jury. He was flagged offside though. He'll be relieved about that. Walter Smith looking on impassively there. It looked like a great chance for Jury, but the flag was up.
Well, great bit of skill by Brian Laudrup on the right-hand side. Delivers a good ball into the box. Just comes out. Trevor Stephen has the shot. No, he doesn't appear to be offside. I think the linesman was signalling in for a goal kick. A glorious chance for Gordon Durie. Tries to make too sure.
An excellent opportunity that. And there would have been real consternation had that gone in and the referee had chopped it off. Here's Trevor Stephen. Forced to work his way backwards. Now to Craig Moore. This is Robertson. The angle ball in. Nelson has to collect that. That's good commanding goalkeeping from Nelson. Well, entering a very important phase of the match, the last 5 minutes of the first half. The long ball from Craig Nelson. And there's trouble here for Richard Goff. His aerial challenge on Hayden for persistent fouling. The Rangers captain is about to be booked. 4 fouls, he says. Goff arguing he was going for the ball.
Here we see Richard going up for the ball. Now, Richard's not a dirty player. He's not to put his arm. He just put his arms up there for protection. I think the referee deemed it to be a free kick and has booked him quite rightly dropped for persistent infringement of the laws of the game. One of the many infringements that I used to get penalised for.
Free kick taken. Maxwell comes to collect. He's bundled there by Brian Hamilton. Maxwell very angry about that. Hamilton putting him under severe pressure.
McLaren gets a shot. Maxwell just thinks it's a bit too easy, but it's fouled.
Brian Hamilton, a man who's tasted cup final joy as a 19-year-old for St Mirren in 1987. There's Gordon Durie's header. Back with Miller, who had such a marvellous start in the match. He's been much more closely marked since then. Hasn't had quite the same influence in the play. Gallen battling hard. That's McPherson. Gets back Healer. Levine to Mackay. Levine again. Has to go backwards. Hounded there by Alec Cleland. Headed away there by McLaren. And the Hearts defence standing firm again. Headed on by McLaren for Robertson. McCall did well. That's Durie, down for Stephen. Good positioning on the right for Durie. McPherson forcing him wide. Good experience defending that by McPherson. Didn't dive in, made sure that Durie had to go outside him.
He obviously knows him well as an ex-teammate, so I think they did well. They showed him outside and conceded the corner.
Two men with a matching number of caps, 27 each. Durie and McPherson. Here's Trevor Stephen with the corner. Off attacking the ball. And Craig Nelson very calm indeed inside the area under severe pressure from Gordon Durie. Good header though by Goff.
There's a better corner from Trevor Stephen who took it this time, and Richard just gets up, times it well, punches it down. Gordon just really come across a bit too far to the far post there. If he just stayed central in front of Craig Nelson, he might have been able to get a touch. A good header from Richard Goff. You just see there Gordon just a little bit to the right. Good catch by Craig Nelson.
Well, Hearts, I'm certain now will be intent on getting to half-time in front. They will win at half-time on this lead. And allow manager Tommy McLean to do any tactical tinkering which he deems necessary. That's Brian Hamilton losing out to Charlie Miller. It's a good pass again. Durie sends it back. That's Mackay. Now Hamilton. Frail beaten to the ball by Robertson. Gallen could only keep that in play for Mackay. McLaren standing in no ceremony there, showing great respect for the man he's marking, John Robertson. Played so often for Hearts over the years. So throw to Hearts, closing moments of a hectic first half. Here's Frail, now Mackay. Far post ball, looking for John Miller. Here's Brian Hamilton, he's just off balance. What a an opportunity that was for Hearts. And Ali Maxwell has picked the ball up there. Free kick's been given. Oh, real controversy. Maxwell furious again, arguing with the referee from long range. But an indirect free kick inside the area. Picking the ball up. We'll see how this came. The last touch there came from Richard Goff. Well, it scarcely looked like a pass back, but the referee deemed it so. And a late chance here for Hearts, right on the half-time whistle. Robertson bet over the ball. Colin Miller waiting behind. Great ball in by Bet. Richard Goff treating it with great respect. So a corner kick now to Hearts. And they're under siege here as the home side go for a second goal before half-time. Well, they're entitled to think in terms of protecting their lead in the late stages of the first half, but this is a measure of their confidence. With Jim Betts left the corner. And it's turned in by McPherson. Hearts have scored again. Right on the interval. And desperate defending again by Rangers. Joy all around for the Hearts supporters. Dave McPherson gets his second goal of the season.
You watch as it comes in here. I think the Rangers player, it's Craig Moore, who actually hits the ball back across his own goal mouth for Dave McPherson. It's unfortunate for Craig Moore. He got up early and just come off the corner of his head there. Dave McPherson, all 6'4", the simplest of chances to put it in. Ali Maxwell, no chance here. It's Dave McPherson, probably one of the easiest goals he's scored in his career.
Wow, what a facer this is for Rangers. Dave McPherson scoring against his old club. And Rangers now with a 2-goal deficit, still trying to change that. There's McCall, tackled well by Frail. Awkward there from Nelson, he did very well to beat that away. This is Laudrup. It came off Colin Miller for the corner. Rangers appealing furiously there for handball against Miller. It couldn't have been intentional. Played at such a short range from Laudrup.
A good ball from Stuart McCall. Craig Nelson does well to palm it away. Now you watch when Brian Laudrup turns with the ball now. Little jink inside, flips the ball, and Colin Miller's, the ball did strike his hands, but I think it was accidental.
Stephen laying in the byline. Did he carry the ball over? No, says the linesman. So John Miller dumps the ball away. Hearts clear their area. The referee's checked with his linesman now about half-time. We've had 2.5 minutes of additional time here as Jury jumps in there in the challenge. The free kick's been given for Jury jumping at his man inside the area. Well, referee Willie Young adding on plenty of time at the end of the first half.
Gordon Jury there just goes for Dave McPherson, there's no intention of playing the ball. The referee quite right to get the free kick.
Bedlam from the Hearts supporters here as the half-time whistle goes, with Hearts leading amazingly here by 2-0. Colin Miller delivering the first in 23 minutes from a free kick, and Dave McPherson the second just on the half-time whistle. A splendid header after the unlucky Craig Moore directed the ball in his direction. But Hearts have taken the game with the scruff of the neck from the start. They've battled all the way, and Rangers look to be struggling. It's Hearts 2, Rangers 0.
Scottish Cup fourth round half-time. Hearts lead Rangers 2-0. 10 attempts on goal. Rangers with 6 to Hearts 4. Hearts hitting the target 3 times to Rangers 2, and 4 apiece on corners. 7 fouls to 8. Couple of offsides. The one-man boat Richard Goff. And this is the story of a very well-fought, even contest in the first half territorially. Hearts just shading the possession of the ball, 52%. And for any neutrals, those statistics only tell half the story. It's been a really thrilling cup tie, but sadly for Ali McCoist here in the studio alongside Sandy Clark, things are not going the way of Rangers. And you look a worried man at the present time, are you? Yeah, I think you've got to be. I think it's been a great cup tie to watch. At the same time, I think we've had as much of the ball as Hearts. But with all due respect, I think they've got the breaks of the ball, and certainly in the goals they have. But all's not lost. We've got to come out and score an early goal.
But at the same time, I'm disappointed and worried, yes.
Well, Hearts made a barnstorming start, but Rangers seemed to get their act together in the through about the 15-minute mark here, and a chance for Alex Cleland here, Ali.
Great play from Charlie Miller. Charlie Miller, first 15 minutes was fantastic, and he's very, very strong. Great turn, and that's a lovely ball into Alex Cleland's path. And unfortunately for us, it just goes the wrong side of the post. But as I said, the first 15 minutes, Charlie Miller, he's seen with the ball, back to goal, and he's so strong there. Shrugs off the challenge, takes it inside, and he's got the awareness, looks up, sees Cleland making a great run, hits it well, just unfortunately wrong side of the post. But as I said, Hearts started very, very well, first 2 or 3 minutes, and then Rangers come back into it.
But they settled it down, Sandy. Have Hearts exceeded your expectations?
No, it doesn't surprise me. I think in the middle of the park, Jim Bett, Gary Mackay and Brian Hamilton, they've dominated in there. It's 3 against 2 really against McCall and Charlie Miller, and Hearts have got the extra man there, and they're really using that advantage well, and they're creating chances up front as well. They're doing very well. And
they've seized their chances when they've come. Let's have a look, 23 minutes in here, and here's the goal. Talk me through this.
Well, Colin Miller, he's got, you know, we know how good he is at set pieces, hits it right-footed. Charlie Miller's very unfortunate. He jumps up to try to stop it going over the top, and when it goes underneath, Maxwell sees it late. It's a great goal for Hearts. Be a bit disappointing if you're Rangers in. And from a coach's point of view, the key element here is what? The leap by Miller? Well, the ball certainly should not go through the wall. There's no doubt about that, and they'll be disappointed about that. Because it goes through the wall, Ali Maxwell sees it very, very late and makes it very difficult for him. Rangers came back down the other end, Ali, and Gordon Durie got himself into a possible goal-scoring position. He was actually ruled offside, but
yeah,
tell me if you think he was offside.
I don't think in any way he was offside. Loaded up some great skill on the left-hand side here. Puts the ball across, which is knocked out. I think it's Trevor attempts the volley. There's no way Gordon's offside, and I believe the linesman had his flag up. But unfortunately for Gordon, just the wrong side of the post.
Perhaps sorry, go on.
Yeah, I think he tried to direct into the corner as opposed to hitting the target. But I mean, there's chances there for us, so we've got to look on the positive side, and that was certainly one of them. Well,
the tempo of the game, which was quick to begin with, got faster and faster toward half-time, and the talking points and argument points came thick and fast as well. The indirect free kick, as Ali Maxwell was adjudged to have collected a back pass. Do you think it was, Sandy? I don't think there's any way you could class that as a pass back. You know, you see the ball going in, there's a challenge. Brian Hamilton almost gets on the end of it. Richard Goff just clearing that ball there. It's actually going more towards Al McLaren. Goalkeeper goes thinking there's absolutely no danger at all and picks the ball up. One question, from a fan's point of view, should one of the other defenders be saying, don't pick it up, just in case? No, not really, Paul, plain and simply because there was no way it was a pass back. I mean, how somebody can describe that as a pass back is just absolutely beyond me. And of course it came forward on, they got a corner from and scored the second goal. In no ways it's sour grapes. I think any intelligent football fan would look at that and say if there's absolutely no way Richard Goff was attempting a pass back. It's just one of these things, the breaks went against us there. They certainly went against us there as the resultant corner they scored from. But Hearts have certainly seized their opportunities near to goal when they've come, Sandy. Yeah, without a doubt. It's interesting to note both goals are from defensive type players. Colin Miller from a free kick, David McPherson from this corner. Great header by Big David, but we'd be disappointed if I'm involved with Rangers that he's got a free header there. But set pieces, Rangers will have to watch out. Hearts have got a big aerial advantage. With Hateley being missing, Ball being missing, and they've certainly taken advantage of that so far. All right, we have a big shock on our hands here at Tynecastle in the making, as Dave McPherson makes it 2-0 to Hearts at half-time, and Rangers have got it all to do. A mountain to climb, are we? About to see another major shock in the Tennent Scottish Cup. More from Sandy and Ali when we come back. Rangers have been in the last 3 finals of the Tennent Scottish Cup, but right now they have an awful lot of work on to make it back to Hampden in May. They trail Hearts 2-0 at half-time. 2 ex-Rangers players have scored the goals in the first half, Colin Miller and Dave McPherson. And should Rangers have had a penalty in the closing moments of the first half? Ali McCoist is watching with us here in the studio. Ali, I don't think you're in much doubt, are you? I don't think there should be any doubt. I think Brian gets the ball here, Ludwig gets the ball here. He turns on it, and I tell you, I don't even think it's the one hand, I think it's both hands. There you are, it's 2 hands, it's not even the one hand. Both hands. So I think we're maybe due a wee penalty for that. One quick question to Ali. Walter Smith doesn't get much practice of talking to dressing rooms where you're 2 down at half-time. What is the message for Rangers? Well, I think the message is plain and simple. You saw the fact that Rangers were out there maybe 2 or 3, even 4 minutes earlier than Hearts. So I think the gaffer will have said his piece and we'll be ready to go. And we're ready to go at Tynecastle. It's going to be an excellent and exciting second half. Commentary once more from Terry Butcher and Jock Brown.
Thank you, Paul. And the second half about to start with an amazing atmosphere inside the stadium here. It really is quite remarkable. Hearts supporters chanting throughout the interval. They clearly sense the prospect of a major shock here. The Rangers out very early, anxious to go on the battle. And they have a long way back here to retrieve the situation created by those goals in the first half from Colin Miller and Dave McPherson. There's Miller, the first goal scorer. Headed away by McLaren. This is Craig Moore. Just so unlucky there with the Hearts' second goal. The layoff from Cleland. There's no obvious alteration in the Rangers' tactical formation. Brian Laudrup perhaps playing a little bit further forward, supporting Gordon Durie more. So the throw taken there by David Robertson. This is Frail. Very crucial phase in the match, Terry, for Hearts in particular.
Yes, Rangers would have had a half-time rolling, I think, from Walter Smith, so they'll be keen to get a good start in the second half. So Hearts are going to be at their mettle right from the word go.
So that's Moore playing it forward. Across it goes to the far side for David Robertson. Rangers pinning Hearts back inside their own half. Here's Trevor Stephen. McCall has found space. Here's Charlie Miller. Goff well forward. That's a good ball across. Queuing up in the middle, and there's the first goal for Rangers. Laudrup to the final touch. It's the perfect start to the second half for Rangers. Gordon Durie's header, Brian Laudrup's finish.
Yes, Stu McCall lays the ball off here. Charlie Miller just plays it wide. Richard Goff, little thing to the far post. Gordon Durie just nods it back across. Greg Nelson can't do much about it. I think it might have even crossed the line before Brian Laudrup applied the finishing touch. Lovely little ball from Richard Goff to the far post. Good header back by Gordon Durie. Greg Nelson can't get a touch, and there's Brian Laudrup. 2-1.
So Brian Laudrup gets his 10th goal of the season. I think he got that just before it crossed the line. And what a second half this sets up, with Laudrup bringing Rangers right back into the tie. Gordon Durie's contribution was important, so too was Richard Goff's. But Brian Laudrup was in the right place to make absolutely sure that Rangers had snatched the goal back.
It's just a start that Walter Smith with a right, obviously, to go 2-0 down. You want a good start, and 2-0, when you are 2-0 ahead, is a funny lead in football. So a good start by Rangers. Hearts now going to really try and get into their rhythm as early as they can.
So they have it on there from John Miller. Hooked away by Frail. McLaren underneath that. David Robertson's header. There's Bett. Chase here for the two Robertsons. John perhaps, David for Rangers, who wins that race. Frail playing it long. Robertson had to come back to remain onside. Well, I wonder what Tommy McLean was thinking about half-time. Was he thinking, Terry, in terms of holding that lead or trying to build on it?
Well, I think he'd be saying just to do the same things they've been doing in the first half and harrying Rangers out of their game. A whole really good collective team performance from Hearts. Good passing, good covering, good tackling for each other. And he would want to keep that going, but he wouldn't have envisaged the start that Rangers have had.
Goff charging forward. This is Durie. Now Stephen. Over on the far side, Robertson breaking. We saw very little of him in attack in the first half, David Robertson. This is Laudrup. By Levine. A very good decision taken there by Stephen Frail not to dive into attack on Laudrup inside the penalty area. McLaren concedes the throw to Hearts. They really are trying very hard now to settle Tommy McLean. Not happy about his team sitting back in defence, obviously. He wants them forward. Walter Smith, more relieved now, I'm sure. Still with a long way to go for his team. Here's Trevor Stephen. Moving ahead from Cleland. Couldn't take that on the run. Seeing it very late after it was missed by Frail. Cleland's versatility proving very useful indeed to Rangers. They play all across the back four and all across the midfield four. So here's Richard Goff. Playing it across.
Yes, it is.
Here's Craig Moore. Cross goes Levine. Kept it in play. Not much use to Hearts though. Moore to Stephen. There's Laudrup. And John Miller did well not to collide there with Laudrup inside the area. It runs for the corner kick. So corner kick to Rangers. Well, desperate moments these for Hearts as they hang on to this slender lead now. Good header out by Levine. Pumped away this time by John Miller. No one forward for Hearts, so Robertson has all the time in the world to set something up. Looking for Stephen. Hagen challenging. This is Jury. He's finding some good positions now around the Hearts penalty box. Laudrup. Shown outside by Miller. Stephen trying that first time. It was Jury. John Miller slides in. Laudrup elects to keep the ball in play. Awkward one for Nelson. He took it well. Bouncing inside the 6-yard box.
Yes, Brian Laudrup just teasing the fullback here, just coming inside, whips a good ball in there. Craig Nelson does well, comes off his line, gets his body behind it, gathers it well. His handling so far has been impeccable, Craig Nelson's.
The Rangers, remember, in their last match, had their first defeat in 16 games against Aberdeen at Pittodrie, losing by 2-0. Previous defeat at the end of October at Motherwell. Here's John Robertson, that's good play. Picking out Brian Hamilton. Very good goalkeeping by Maxwell. Superb attack by Hearts, but Maxwell earned his corner there.
Great play by John Robertson on the edge of the area. Picks out Brian Hamilton, a superb pass, good first touch. Just through Alan McLaren's legs, and good handling once again by Ali Maxwell.
So Hamilton with a very good attempt on goal in possession again. Here's John Miller. The offside flag is up against John Robertson, making that long run from the middle of the field to the left flank. Gordon Jury this time caught offside. Well, Rangers having played in 3 finals in a row. The last time they lost before the final was in 1991. They lost to Celtic. Who then in turn lost to Motherwell, who went on to win the trophy that year. Goff turning it back. McLaren takes over. Takes the ball for a run. On the far side is David Robertson. Jury met there by Levine. The ricochet from Charlie Miller. And there's Craig Nelson out of his area. Well, the Rangers flag stays down there. Jury breaks through, a chance for Rangers.